This camera I'm using, my brother must have bought it for me. Yep. It's a thin one. You can't see how thin it is. But, it's an antique. I have to go into the menu to get video mode. Anyhow, what am I doing today among 50 million other things? I am putting a new valve behind this bathtub because this one was leaking from the stem. Yep, I thought I could get in behind the bathtub, but nope. I had to undo the drain and lift it up and scrape it over the floor. Crack. We used OSB, oriented strand board, under this tile job, and what a mistake. Tiles are cracking left and right. Anyways, they'll be easy to peel up when the time comes to change them. Crack, crack, crack. Yep. Never use OSB, use plywood. And at the time it was just a couple bucks more for plywood. What a mistake. Anyhow, so I got the valve off, that was easy. And then I resoldered it and got it pretty hot, but I don't have any leaks and I didn't melt the seal. It's hard to get behind here. It's a tight confine, there's only a foot here, less than half a meter. Get all the tools in, get the lead in. Whoop, there's the water, right into the ceiling. Good hot water. Nice and steamy. I remodeled this bathroom, 15 years ago or so, I guess. And I had the contractor over. Thinking of redoing it, putting in a built-in bathtub into the wall. I don't know if it's worth it. We don't get any extra money. The bathroom is more modern. Right out of the hatch. So I don't know. I don't know if I can put this tub back on. I gotta slide it and pop it over the top of that drain. You like that P-trap? Pretty crazy, huh? Cast brass with a clean out built into it. Cast, polished, and chromed. Good old stuff. Let's see if we can get a name on it. I can't read it. Brass something or other. Whatever, what an antique, huh? We serviced it, made it work like new. Cleaned all the threads, and good for another 100 years. My buddy's birthday yesterday, and I wished him a happy birthday. I wish I could have been there to at least shake his hand. At least have a birthday cake with him. And then another friend of mine's having his birthday in a couple days, another friend. Spike Punk's birthday is coming up. Crane Brass Works. Michigan? Michigan, 20 gauge, 30 gauge, 10 gauge, can't read it. Whatever, I gotta slide the tub back in place. I'm not gonna let you watch that. Mess. So this is a different camera than the one I was using yesterday. The one I was using yesterday is an almost brand new one I bought off eBay. This one my brother bought for me, like I said, a few years ago. Drip. This one has that 9 print feature where it saves the picture as a 9 scene gizmo. Oh, this antique clawfoot tub. How am I gonna move this tub? How am I gonna move this tub? How am I gonna lift it up? drain? That's the real question. That's it. It's up against the drain. Now I need 2 people to lift it up. Did I just crunch the lens? It's my fingers. Doesn't look that clear. Guess I'll just lift it up, flex my muscles, and break my back. I went to see the chiropractor at 7:30 this morning. He's a good guy. I always tell him stories. He always listens. Trouble is I can't get my foot on the other side of the tub. This is rough on the back. I'm gonna put my head on the. Oh boy! Did I get it? Murder. I should have showed it to you. Whoa, is that rough on the back? Almost. Almost friggin' in there. Come on, baby. Doink. Wow. Is that bad on the back? There. Need a trip to the chiropractor just for doing that. Yep. Oh, don't tell me the friggin' nut fell down. Uh-oh, I'm in a bad mood now. Well, 20 minutes later, I went into my shop and I got my pincing tools, thinking I could go down there and lift it up. And one of these is longer than the other, and the long one's just too long. And I was able to pick it up 3/4 of the way, but when I got to the floor level, I just couldn't pick it up. I tried to put 2 on, but there's no room to slide 2 down into that hole. I can't believe I let it go down there. What a dopey. So I went downstairs into my junk collection, and I'll show you that soon, what kind of junk I have down there. I was able to grip it and pull it up almost all the way. I couldn't get past the last level. It's got just enough room to fall in there, but not enough room to get it back. So what I did was I got a new nut, which luckily, I'm a junk collector, so I got lots of these nuts. And I put the old rubber washer underneath the nut so the nut can't slide down. And I put a new washer on top. And now, what I'll do is I'll slide the bathtub over top again. And while I was sitting on the edge of the bathtub, I could hear the tiles cracking. Crack. Yeah. Cracked that tile, and now they're all cracked. So let me see if I can slide this bathtub over again and repeat what I already had in place. Where are we here? Let's try it again. This time at least I won't lose the nut. Or eventually I put enough nuts down there they'll all be stacked up so high. Crack. Crack. Whoa, this tub is heavy. Oh, too old to do this. Too old. Honk. Luckily you can't see me up here cracking my back, lifting up the tub. Thankless job. Thankless job. Oh boy. I'm getting an incoming call from the old tenants of the lake house, and guess who's not answering? I can't be bothered. I'm going to lift this up, put my head on the wainscoting or the chair rail, and heave. Whoa. How close did I get it? Almost. Hear it crack? It's like an earthquake. Is it in there? Yep, that's what she said to the sailor, huh? And my phone's ringing away and I ain't answering. Keep it on vibrate so I can get my work done. Yep. Yep, it's in there. Now I gotta slide my arm in there and tighten that nut. Crack. Skid marks. Crack. Luckily it's my bathroom, huh? Go explain that to the customer. Sorry I cracked all your bathroom tiles. I gotta take the tub out again and redo it. Oh, all my tools. For such a simple job. Everything's simple, so you have to do it. Got mini balls? Struggle, struggle. So while I was putting the tub into place, I tipped this over and cracked the threads out of this 1/2-inch copper pipe, chrome plated. So luckily I was able to flip it around and put this piece back on with the one thread that remained. That just goes to a rubber hose for quick disconnect purposes. Not a big deal. And then the other end was threaded. I threaded it back into here after I removed the broken piece with a chisel, and I mangled it and put some thread compound on, and nothing's ever so simple. Another half an hour down the drain. Ha ha ha, down the drain. Yeah, had I thought about it, I would have removed this, because while I was pushing on it with my arm, crack. There's one thread left, which wasn't really the end of the world, because I could have put the rubber hose even if I didn't have to use this adapter. Yeah, I busted that end too. Oh, don't forget the hose clamps. Oh, it never ends. The life of a landlord. A couple of my friends are jealous of my way of life. They think it's all donuts and cronuts and croissants. That's the most gross thing I ever heard. I can't stand croissants and never liked them, and I can live without a donut. Never have to have one for the rest of my life. Or for that matter, Skoal chewless, spitless tobacco. Jury rigged, long screw, tie wraps. It leaks. I hope it's not leaking. Not leaking, I hope.